How's it going, guys? And welcome back for another video. This right here is going to be a somewhat, well, different video. Today we are going to release the most overpowered base layout that you have probably ever seen. This right here is a 5x5 base with a 20 chunk buffer. But not only that, guys. Every second chunk we have a sand wall all the way out. At the end of our buffer we have like this area right here, which is one chunk of, well, nothing. And you're supposed to put water in here. So if you get split, you can just swim in the water and make a huge pillar or whatever. Then over here we have the check wall going all the way around, and then we have another 7 blocks before you get to the end of your buffer where you can build like 1 stackers or something like that to stop someone. I don't know. But at this block right there, that is not your claim anymore. So you do have a little bit of an air gap right here where you can do different things and don't get trapped like next to your sand wall or something like that. So the check goes all the way around, 2 chunks in between every single sand wall all the way in. At the end of our buffer, we have the fenster defense, which is supposed to do so that if they keep lowering the barrel, and that's actually how some factions actually get split by like going in at what, 200? So the point here is that you want to go and make all of these all the way down. So let's say the breach at Y200 right here. So you get pretty damn close to your base at Y200. So if they were to shoot, let's go ahead and just use, actually let's go ahead and use some stone right here. So if they were to shoot in right here, you will be able to nuke this entire sand wall all the way down. Now the next shot is going to get stuck right here. That means they can only nuke these 2 blocks right here, get rid of maybe 3 blocks of the sand wall, and then that one is gone. Then what? Oh, maybe I should remove that. And then that one is gone. And then what you can do next time is stack same place right here, stack all the way down to here, and get maybe 8 blocks. Now, as you can see, that doesn't get rid of a lot of the sand wall, and you would have to shoot quite a few times to actually get through this sand wall. And the lower the barrel is, well, the lower is the chance you will actually get in, because this actually takes a lot of time to get through. Now this right here does take some time to make, but it is definitely worth it since I have actually experienced that people got all the way into here. But of course this right here is going to take quite a while to get through. That way we were able to actually get people on and patch. So this right here might be a lifesaver. So go ahead and try to build this one right here. It's actually pretty good. Then next to it we have, well, just a normal box. I didn't really know what to put here. You can just go ahead and do the rest of the wraps over here as well, but I thought this could be like a trap or something like that you guys can use. Close to the base, as you can see right here, we have some obsidian that kind of goes out a little bit. This right here is to make sure that if they get into your base or all the way up to your base shooting at 255 for an example, what they can do is that of course they're gonna try to nuke the entire wall all the way down so they get access to everything within your base. This right here will stop it. So what you need to do is that you need to build this one out, and once you've done that, they're going to stack on this one, and even if they shot all the way up here, get into your base right here, then this right here will nuke, get rid of the obsidian behind it, all the way down to where the sand stack ends, which is right here, which means they're not going to be able to get in to this area right here. They would have to adjust it to get into there. Now, I did the exact same down here, and you don't have to worry about watering it, because when you water the river layers in between here, this ice right here will let the water fall down and kind of water itself, so there's not really any problems right there. The same does the fencer defense, as you can see how I made this right here. So if you place a water bucket, it's gonna do something like this and just go all the way down like that. So very easy to water. You don't have to worry about too much. Now that right there was kind of the rift layers. I only have 2 of them. Let's go ahead and take a look inside the base. This right here is the spawner layout. As you can see up here, everything is offset throughout the all 5 chunks right here. So let's go ahead and say that they're shooting at this pillar right here. Now they will be able to get rid of this pillar right here, but the next pillar would be all the way in here, and the next one will be all the way in here. As you can see, they have to shoot kind of a long time to get through all of these pillars right here with a cannon. So that right there really helps out. You can do it the other way as well. Let's say they're shooting from over here and they're shooting through this pillar right there. As you can see, they are all offset, which means they will have to go through the base multiple times to get all your spawners, and that is very, very crucial. Now, if you are playing on a server with lots of stacks, well, then it doesn't really matter how you lay out your spawners. But this way right here will try to prevent them from getting too many spawners when using a cannon. Everything I'm showing you right now will be in a separate schem folder. I do have one where it's just the entire base, but of course if your PC can't run it, I got some smaller schemes for you guys as well. Now then, we have a reverse layer right here, only one, we don't really need that. There is ice and everything, you can just mine it. And then if we go down right here, we go down to the collection area, this right here, 30 blocks, and that's pretty much it. Then we have another reverse layer, as you can see right there, coming down to our boxes. Now the boxes right here, we have either small ones, which is this one over here, as you can see, Let's go ahead and take a look. These were small ones right here, but we also have some bigger ones laid out down here, as you can see here. Pretty big. I'm pretty sure it can fit maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 people or whatever. As you can see, it's 1 block away from the wall itself, so if people actually nuke down your entire wall, they will not get access to all of these vaults right here. But you can choose between the big ones or the small ones, or you can just go ahead and build it exactly as I laid it out in the schematic, which is going to be like this. But all in all, a pretty good base. It got everything you need. It got all the sand walls you need. It got defense, it got the reverse layers down there, and the anti-nukes on your base itself. I haven't laid out where you can go ahead and take your counter cannons, because I'm not sure which counter cannons you have or what range they can shoot at. So you should go ahead and put that in yourself. Now, another thing I should say is that you don't need your sand walls all the way out in the wraps. It is going to take quite a long time to do it if there's no sand gem buckets on your server. So if you want, you can just go ahead and make sure it just extends out to right here, or even closer to the base if you wanted to. But I'm just doing it this way right here, because if there is sand gem buckets, just why not just do this so 1 stack isn't getting too much annoyed. But as I was saying, you have to put in your counter cannon boxes by yourself, since I don't really know which cannon you are using. This right here is a sand check. I do suggest that you do something in the corner of this, because if there is people that hate you or whatever, then it would be maybe a good idea to put some pillars here instead. Now, the way you can easily do that is actually pretty simple. Just take the corner out and do something like that all the way in to when you reach your base. So this way, they can't just 1-stack you and then nuke through the entire sand wall. But to be honest, I don't think it's really a problem if there's sand gem buckets on your server. Then you really don't need this. But of course, if there's no sand gem buckets on your server, a good idea is to go ahead and do this right here, because let's be honest, nobody's gonna split you out here and expect to get into the base. On the schematic, I have the full base with absolutely everything, including the defense, the reverse layers, and absolutely everything. I did not put ice in between these right here, because I'm not really sure if you want to do just this right here or extend it out or whatever you want to do. But as I was saying, the schematic has this entire full base with everything from Y255 to Y0. Then I have a schematic only for the base itself. I also have a schematic only for this right here, which is the spawner layout. Then there's a schematic only for the trays, which is Y254 all the way out this netherrack and this sand right here all the way out. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully you guys can enjoy this base as well. Leave a comment down below if you have any improvement you could have done to this base to make it even better. But just keep in mind, any defenses added to a base has to outweigh the time it takes to make them. So for an example, if you guys are making this Finster defense right here, I know for a fact that they're going to have a trouble getting into your base if they're shooting at a lower Y level. Now that outweighs how much time it's going to take to make. But let's say you want to add filters. Filters does absolutely nothing. Every single cannon out there is a fusion right now. So adding filters not only takes a long time, but doesn't really do anything. So of course the defenses that we are going to make on a base like this has to outweigh the time it takes to make. But that is pretty much it for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure you like this video here. Comment down below if you'd like to see more releases of bases, grinders, or whatever. And as always, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.